Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
And I got to tell you, it's actually fascinating what's happening along the river trails with the homelessness and the tents. Juxtapose that with the crowds in downtown Pittsburgh over the weekend. We went to the Pitt game, and the cops were amazing. Amazing. I saw Pittsburgh cops, I saw sheriffs folks, I saw state police, how they managed the traffic. By the way, the traffic cops were amazing. The patience with people and how they managed the madness. I got to tell you, I didn't see one, and there were, how many people that, a Pitt game, almost 67,000. I didn't see one cop that didn't do the right thing. And I didn't see one fan that was out of hand. I didn't see one homeless person, not one panhandler. Conversely, at the same time, along the trails, it was mayhem. And I mean this. At some point, and I know we have issues with housing and mental illness, but you can't keep making excuses for that. At some point, somebody better come up with a solution, or a lot of folks are going to get hurt. And I want to kind of underline that before I grab my boy Mike, who is amazing, PghScanner. Samantha, let's play this sound, my friend. I want you to hear some of this from Saturday. This is along the river trails. Listen closely. This is crazy. Crazy.
3321 Able, can you start down to Three Rivers Heritage Trail, 11 South 4th Street? No complainant, caller passerby reporting a large amount of guns in a tent on the trail. States it's somewhere between the jail and the stadiums. Phase 2 is showing across from the jail and the stadiums, which makes it Zone 3. Also reporting multiple children in a nearby tent unsupervised. Said he saw multiple drug deals while passing on his bike.
It's unbelievable. I mean, this is where we're at. Samantha, you have the other one. It's crazy. I mean,
Zone 3 is requesting a Zone 2 unit check the trail by the ACJ. The caller was a passerby reporting a large amount of guns in a tent on the trail. Said it was somewhere between the jail and the stadiums. Reporting multiple children in a nearby tent that were unsupervised. Saw multiple drug deals passing by on his bike.
It's unbelievable.
Copy. We're down here right now. We'll check it out.
So there's several issues there, and I'm going to... Patrick, this is some scary stuff, brother. What you just heard. Now, my boy Patrick regularly uses his bike along these trails, and you've seen this madness.
Yeah. I've seen drug deals. I've seen acts of prostitution. Seen people passed out. I've seen people accosted on parts of the trails.
So, I mean, we can have all the compassion we want, and we do. We can talk about mental illness, and we have it. We can talk about we need drug rehab, and I get that. But, man, Patrick, this is crazy stuff. And this is, by the way, when there are probably about 100,000 people downtown with the Pirates and the Pitt game. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
And God forbid some tourists, some family from West Virginia decide to take a walk along. Describe where that trail is, where they're talking about there.
So the Heritage River Trail, I'm pretty sure that's the North Shore side.
Yep.
So that's the trail between Millvale and the stadiums.
It's dramatic stuff. Samantha, play the first one again, please. And I'm going to grab Mike Fisher, who I love.
3321 Able, can you start down to Three Rivers Heritage Trail, 11 South 4th Street? No complainant, caller passerby reporting a large amount of guns in a tent on the trail. States it's somewhere between the jail and the stadiums. Phase 2 is showing across from the jail and the stadiums, which makes it Zone 3. Also reporting multiple children in a nearby tent unsupervised. Said he saw multiple drug deals while passing on his bike.
It's unbelievable. This is right downtown. Kind of. Mike, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Mike, this is getting crazier. It's not calming down. It's not dissipating. It's getting crazier, sir. Right?
Oh, it's terrible. The criminal class is absolutely moving in on these homeless camps, and it's just changed the game.
Wow, the way he puts that, the criminal class, it's a great observation. A couple of things about that scared the hell out of me, man. They saw all these guns, right?
Yep.
They see all these drug deals. And then what they saw, Mike, was a bunch of children. Now, we don't know, but are these kids that are living in these tents?
We don't know. That's how the dispatch came out. Now, think of something that's a little less apparent. In 911 communications, phase 2 means they don't know where this person is at. Now, imagine if there was an attack.
Wow.
So zone 3 is to the south of the Mon River, and zone 2 is to the north. So we went from the Heritage Trail to the Color Park to we don't know where this person's even at.
Wow. When you hear stuff like this, it must scare the heck out of you. As a guy who really pays attention to this stuff.
Over the years, like I said before, the criminal class is moving in even harder on the homeless population, which is extremely exploitable. And they know that.
It's unbelievable.
That's a true problem. We can't, quote, help the homeless with this going on.
You know, Patrick, we've talked about this, and I've talked about this. Mike Fisher is my man with PghScanner. He's really smart about this stuff. It's so bad, Mike, that they're running drug warrants. What he's saying, the organized crime folks and the drug dealers have found a new marketplace, Mike, and they've moved this marketplace to these tents, right?
I've heard your reports about that, talking about you pulling warrants and reading them.
Jesus.
You have to go into camps.
Jesus. Hold on a second, all right? Hold on. I know I'm using him a lot today, but he's the man. Mad Max, this is crazy now, isn't it?
It's insane, Marty. And unfortunately, it just seems to be the logical progression of how things are going. I've been documenting this for, over 4 years now, and been highlighting many other areas across the country where this has already occurred. As a matter of fact, just last week, there was a machete attack on a trail very similar to Pittsburgh in Washington State.
That's right.
Where somebody sliced and diced up 3 people with a hatchet and a machete.
You know, it's fascinating, too, because you've told us Seattle stories. My niece is a nurse out there, and she has to walk a mile to work every day through this madness. And I was having flashbacks to your story. She sees live open-air market drug deals on her way to work with the homeless camps every single day with no end in sight, Max. None.
Yeah, and it's really a shame that, you know, the powers that be, whether it's city council or whoever else is running the show, if anybody's running the show for that matter, that they're allowing this to go on and have allowed it to continue, and not only allowed it to continue, but to get worse.
I don't know.
To the point where now...
I hate to use the word allowed, because I don't think that's fair. Because I know they've run a lot of warrants. They made a lot of arrests. And, Mike, you follow this, too. They do make arrests down there, and they do run warrants down there, right, Mike? Constantly. But
what's the point of arresting people if you're not going to follow up? Like I've said many times.
By the way, to Max's point, and you're right again, that's why I love you. We got a segment at 1 o'clock where this psychopath who beat this elderly woman on the south side and injured her, we finally put pressure on to get her arrested, and then I get a picture of him passed out on the floor of a bar on Saturday night. Back out on the streets already, Max.
Right. So the police can arrest people till they're blue in the face, right. And, you know, kudos to them for doing a fantastic job. They are doing a phenomenal job at doing their piece of the puzzle. The breakdown is the other half of that equation, like I've said before, where you have these magistrates and judges that are advocate people that have no business being in that position, but they get elected there. And then they just turn around, dollar bail, no bail, and they just turn these people right back out because they don't think they should be in jail. And it's putting the community at large at risk, and it's creating an unsafe environment.
It is. Because
these people know they can do whatever the heck they want, and they're going to be right back out in 5 minutes, probably before the ink dries in the police report.
It seems that way. Mike Fisher, thanks, brother. I appreciate the fact that you're the eyes and ears of this town and that you keep folks right in the heart of it. Thanks, my man. It's really important stuff.
Thank you.
All right, man. Max, thanks, brother.
You got it, Marty.
We're not going to stop, but that sound scares the hell out of me, that was happening in broad daylight with probably 100,000 people downtown. Man.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one,